Nearly every week we truck cattle as feeders down to a feedlot down in the southeast corner. Got to jump in a chopper and get them in very soon. Today I've got to send out 3 trucks, so 9 decks, that'll be 234 heifers, and the weather for that is terrible, but it's not undoable. In the early days, like when we looked at the property to buy, there was a little bit of chatter about the wind farm, so it's sort of been part and parcel with daily life here. It hasn't really affected my day-to-day operations at all, and I dare say what I do wouldn't have affected the wind farm's operations at all. So they do work hand in hand in that sense.
I'm Marty Corrigan. I'm the consortium manager here at Lotus Creek Wind Farm. So we've been involved in this project through early works and now into construction for probably nearly 3 years. And throughout that time, we've been hosted on the landowners' properties and working in with them while they're obviously operating their farming businesses. So yeah, it's really important for us to build productive working relationships with the landowners and ensure that we can do our construction work and they can continue operating their farming businesses in harmony.
Yeah, I'm Trevor Bradford here at Killarney Station at St Lawrence. It's a cattle breeding property. We've got about 40,000 acres here and we run around about 2,000 head of cattle. I've been here for 49 years, so I've seen both ends of the spectrum now. Like I've seen the coal mining sort of side of it start, and now I've seen the wind farm side of it start here.
My wife and I, we live at Croydon here. It's a breeding, backgrounding sort of property. We moved up here for a better opportunity for ourselves and for our kids. Here we've got a school and some better facilities, and you know, we've got a pretty big operation here, so that always helps.
Yeah, it happened, I think it was in about 2017. They first approached us and yeah, a bit iffy when they first sort of approached it. Well, I suppose the biggest thing was the unknown and not knowing what to expect. Since then, we've come around to it and it's a good way of drought-proofing our property, the income we're going to get from it.
You know, a separate income does help, but everything else helps too. Like, I've just started building a shed and I said, oh, you reckon we could, you know, when the water truck's running, could I get a water truck to come across and, you know, get a better foundation on my hard stands and stuff like this? And everyone's always been pretty good to help me.
The actual relationship, I'd say, has to be really good. If I've got a concern, I just mention it to them fellas and it's fixed straight away. Like they've been really good to us, especially Zen Byron, but Vestas as well. They were easy to deal with. The road systems that they're putting in is giving us access to country that hasn't been that easy to get to. So those roads that they're putting in, it's going to act as a really good fire break on that side. Because a lot of times when we want to burn, we can't because it's too dry and you're not sure when the fire's going to stop, you know.
They're developing water infrastructure and stuff as they go, and down the track when construction's finished, that infrastructure will also help the cattle be able to graze in those areas because there's already water. The only real concerns I had was probably with the livestock, whether or not they were going to be impacted by the extra activity. Cattle are incredibly naturally inquisitive animals. Like, they'll build a pad up there and the next morning they'll turn up and the cattle will have been there overnight to inspect it. You know, not much happens without the cattle seeing it. It hasn't really bothered them at all, it hasn't impacted them.
It's been good for us. Been a long-winded journey sort of thing, but to see it all happening now and the way these fellows are getting on with it has been fantastic. It's everything's sort of springing up quicker than I expected it to. And yeah, it's something I never expected to sort of when we first come here, that's for sure. Like, it's the last thing I ever thought of, you know. And it's been really good.
Like, I've always been a big supporter of the renewables, just the diversity in which it allows power to be generated, I guess. There isn't a local around the area who probably really has a problem with it that I know of anyway. I haven't spoken to one. It's been well supported.